Collins, bro, I just found out that my dad has been paying a mortgage for 20 years and he still doesn't own the house yet. 20 years. That's like mining for diamonds for 20 years and finding out the whole time you were actually just digging someone else's mine.
Mark, sit down, put the phone away, and let me ask you one question. In Minecraft, what's the difference between a dirt block and a diamond ore block?
One is useless and one is worth everything?
Exactly. And most people spend their entire lives collecting dirt blocks and calling it wealth.
Okay. So this Rich Dad, Poor Dad book everyone talks about, what's it actually saying? Because my dad told me, go to school, get a job, work hard, save money. And that sounds correct, right? That sounds like the right strategy.
It's not wrong, Mark. It's just survival mode thinking. In Minecraft, when you first spawn into a world, what do?
Easy. You punch trees. You collect wood. You build a shelter before night comes. You survive.
Right. Survival mode. React, collect, protect. Now, what happens to the player who stays in survival mode forever? Who never builds farms, never automates anything, never explores beyond the first biome?
They just keep punching trees. Forever. Every day. If they stop punching, they have nothing.
That is your poor dad's financial plan. Trade time for wood. Every single day. The moment you stop swinging, the income stops. Kiyosaki calls this being trapped in the rat race. Wake up, work, survive, sleep, repeat. Never building anything that works without you.
Okay, that's harsh. But also I can't say you're wrong. So what did the rich dad do differently?
Rich dad stopped punching trees as fast as possible and started building automated farms.
Okay, hold on. Automated farms. Explain that in real-life terms, because I'm not going to go build a wheat farm in my backyard, Collins.
Obviously not. Here's the translation. In Minecraft, an automated farm runs while you sleep. You build it once. Redstone circuits, water channels, the whole system. And it produces wheat, carrots, XP, without you having to manually do anything. You wake up and the resources are already there.
So in real life, an automated farm is like rental income or dividends from stocks? Something that generates money while you're not actively working.
Faster than I expected. Yes. Kiyosaki calls these assets. Things that put money in your pocket whether you show up or not. A rental property. Dividend-paying stocks. A business that runs without you. Royalties. These are your automated farms.
Okay, so then what's a liability? Like my Netflix subscription?
Your Netflix subscription, your car payment, your gym membership you've used 4 times, your mortgage in most cases. Anything that takes money out of your pocket on a regular basis, that is a liability.
Collins, I have 7 subscriptions. I counted just now.
I know. I've seen your bank statements. You showed me last month when you asked why you were broke.
We don't talk about that. Moving on. So the whole book is basically buy assets, avoid liabilities?
The book is about understanding the difference, because here is the trap most people fall into, Mark, and this is the most dangerous part. Most people think their liabilities are assets.
Say that again?
Your dad thinks his house is his biggest asset. Kiyosaki says, if it takes money out of your pocket every month, mortgage, maintenance, taxes, insurance, it is a liability. It is not generating income. It is consuming it. In Minecraft terms, imagine building a massive castle. Beautiful. Everyone respects it. You feel rich. But the castle has a durability cost. It requires constant maintenance resources. Iron for repairs. Stone for walls. Wood for interior. Every day you are feeding the castle. And the castle gives you nothing back.
My dad's house is a castle with infinite durability costs.
Most people's houses are. That doesn't mean housing is always bad. It means you need to understand what role it plays in your financial inventory before you call it an asset.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I just need to buy assets. Lots of them. Rental properties, stocks, whatever. I'll start tomorrow. How much money do I need to start?
Before you do anything, you need to understand what Kiyosaki calls financial intelligence. And I want to use Redstone for this one.
Redstone. Okay, I'm listening.
Most players in Minecraft know Redstone exists. They've seen it, but they never learn how it actually works. So they build simple things, a door that opens, a basic light switch, functional but limited. The players who master Redstone, they build machines that seem almost impossible. Automated sorting systems, self-building structures, infinite resource generators. Things that look like magic to beginners. Financial intelligence is exactly the same. Most people know money exists. They earn it, spend it, occasionally save some. Functional, but limited. The Rich Dad teaches you to master the redstone of money, accounting, investing, understanding markets, tax law. Not because you need to become an accountant, but because when you understand how money flows, you can build systems that generate wealth in ways that look like magic to people stuck in survival mode.
So Rich Dad wasn't just teaching Kiyosaki to make money. He was teaching him to understand money, like the mechanics underneath everything.
Now you're thinking like someone who's read the book. Rich Dad's most important lesson wasn't invest in real estate. It was the poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Your automated farm doesn't get tired. It doesn't call in sick. It doesn't ask for a raise. It just produces, as long as you built it correctly and maintained the system intelligently.
But Collins, school teaches us useful stuff. Math, science, history. Why does Kiyosaki have a problem with formal education?
Kiyosaki doesn't hate education. He hates that formal education teaches you to be an excellent employee, and nothing about being an owner or an investor. In Minecraft terms, school is the tutorial mode. It teaches you the controls, how to craft basic tools, how to identify the different blocks, essential foundation. No argument there. But tutorial mode never teaches you redstone. It never teaches you how to build an automated farm. It never shows you the difference between a dirt block and a diamond ore. It just prepares you to punch trees efficiently.
An entire education system designed to produce better tree punchers.
Extremely efficient, highly educated tree punchers who are confused about why they're tired.
Okay, real talk. If someone is starting from zero, no assets, some liabilities, average job, what's the actual first step, according to the book and according to you?
3 steps, in order. First, financial literacy. Before you buy a single asset, learn to read a basic financial statement. Understand what an asset actually is versus what culture tells you is an asset. Know the difference between income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. This is learning the redstone mechanics before you build anything. Second, attack your liabilities. Identify everything in your life that drains money without returning value. You don't have to eliminate all of them overnight, but be honest about what they are. Stop calling your car an investment. Stop calling your wardrobe an investment. Know your durability costs. Third, plant one farm. Start small. One dividend stock. One skill that generates side income. One small investment that earns while you sleep. It doesn't have to be massive. The first automated farm teaches you how the system works. Then you build a second, then a third. Slowly, your farms start producing more than your tree punching job.
So the whole book is basically, stop being impressed by the castle. Start building the farm.
The whole book is, the castle impresses your neighbors. The farm feeds your future.
Okay. I'm canceling 5 of my 7 subscriptions right now. I'm keeping Netflix and Spotify because I am not a monster. But the other 5.
That is genuinely the most financially responsible thing I've ever heard you say.
I am building my farm, Collins. I don't know what it looks like yet, but the farm is happening.
Then the game has officially changed for you, Mark.
If your dad told you to work hard, save money, and your house is your biggest asset, he wasn't lying to you. He was playing the game he was taught. But now you know there's a different game running underneath. Assets vs liabilities. Farms vs castles. Financial intelligence vs survival mode. The question is, which game are you playing?
Rich Dad's final lesson wasn't about money. It was about perspective. The poor see a paycheck. The middle class see a mortgage. The rich see a system. Learn to see the system.